A tiny ant, with legs smaller than a grain of rice, has decided to climb Mount Everest. A bird sees the ant moving along the path and asks, "You need to cover 2,000 kilometers. How on earth are you going to do that?" The ant doesn't boast. It answers with a philosophy. "Every single step I take brings me closer. My mind, my eyes, and my entire existence are filled with the mountain. Through relentless effort, I will reach it." Most people fail not because they lack talent, but because they quit when the mountain looks too big. We mistake greatness for a sudden breakthrough, when it is usually the result of small actions repeated long after the excitement has disappeared. Stay with this, and you'll see why enormous goals become possible through tiny, unbroken steps, and how Patanjali's ancient blueprint can turn consistency into something firm enough to last. Greatness is never built overnight. It is a long game. The real question isn't whether you can make one heroic effort. It's whether you can continue when the result is still invisible. Look at any serious craft. A scientist returns to the lab. A musician repeats the difficult passage. A programmer studies the same problem until the pattern becomes clear. Mastery grows quietly, through work that rarely looks impressive in the moment. In Indian philosophical traditions, this kind of disciplined effort is called tapas, the heat generated by sustained practice. You can see the same long-game principle in India's freedom struggle. It wasn't won in a day by a single person. It unfolded through a 100-year collective effort, carried by millions of people, farmers, thinkers, organizers, and unsung workers who continued without seeing immediate results. Atma theory returns each week to one idea that explains something your mind already does and shows you how to work with it. If you're drawn to that kind of reflection, stay with the journey. The mountain, then, is not only the difficulty in front of you, it is also the way you approach difficulty. You cannot build an unshakable life on borrowed effort, shortcuts, or handouts. Build your own foundation through self-reliance and honest work. Real strength comes from standing on your own 2 feet, doing the work brick by brick, not because every step is dramatic, but because the foundation becomes yours. So how do you stay consistent when motivation runs out? Patanjali gives us a precise answer in the Yoga Sutras. In the words of the ancient seers, break it down into 3 practices. First, Dirghakala. Practice over a long period of time. Don't judge a serious goal by what changes this week. Give it enough time to take root. Second, Nairantarya. Unbroken consistency, not perfection, continuity. When you miss a day, return before one missed day becomes a new identity. Third, Satkara. Devotion and sincerity. Bring honest attention to the work. Don't perform discipline for appearances. Care enough to do it properly. When these 3 come together, your skill becomes dridhabhumi, firmly grounded, unbreakable, and permanent. Which part is hardest for you right now? Staying for the long period, returning without interruption, or working with real sincerity? Now make it practical. If your goal is a new career, don't wait to feel ready. Set aside 30 focused minutes each day to learn one relevant skill. If you're writing, finish one honest page before checking your phone. If you're rebuilding your health, choose the walk you can repeat tomorrow, not the extreme routine you abandoned by Friday. The principle is simple. Make the next step small enough to continue and meaningful enough to matter. So when your Himalayas seem impossible, remember the ant. It does not need a giant leap, a perfect day, or proof that the summit is near. It needs another continuous, unbroken step, then another. Stop measuring your life by sudden victories. Start measuring it by the ground you refuse to stop gaining. If this perspective stayed with you, subscribe to Atma Theory. Each week, we'll explore another enduring idea and bring it back to the choices waiting in your ordinary life.